What's up, YouTube? This is Captain MANNY here. Today we're gonna do a little video with this miller, microwave miller. A lot of schools have this machine as well. The same like we talked in last video, the Lincoln Precision TIG 225. But today we're not gonna be doing TIG. We're gonna be doing a stick. I have a piece of pipe over here that we're gonna clean real nice, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna teach you or do a 6-inch pipe with 1/16 gap. I like to do a tight gap because when you do 1/8 to 32 gap, sometimes you get a keyhole, get out of control, and you need to lower your temperature in your machine. At the beginning of the video, you can see that a machine is set up at 90 degrees. We're gonna maintain it at that. We're not gonna lower it. 90 amps, not 90 degrees, not a microwave. But yeah, 90 amps. And we're gonna do this because in the field, when you're gonna field, per se, let's see that you're working on the building, right? All the way on the 5th floor. And you set your machine at 89 or 90 degrees. You're not gonna have time to come down or send somebody to be like, oh, I'm starting to get a keyhole, I need to lower it, or wait to cover it or whatever. So that's why we're gonna set at 90. And now we're gonna do 90 amps for the root with 60-10 1/8 60-10 rod. And then another thing we're gonna be doing different. I know in school or AWS says that 60-10 root, 0 to an 8 gap, and then with for the hat pass, AWS says 70-18 should be used, and then 70-18 for the cap. What we're gonna change here is that we're gonna do a hat pass with 60-10, which is faster. When you're in the field, you're not gonna take. It takes probably like more time to do it with 70-18. It's probably better, maybe more stronger. I don't know really. I done it with 60-10 root, 70-18 hat pass, and 70-18 cap, which is what AWS, American Welding Society, says. But when I was in the field, the guy said that we don't do it here. We had to do this fast. We're not gonna be here all day. Just welding this pipe. So what they taught me is that you can do a hat pass with 60-10, which is faster and strong too. All you have to do really is just do your root and clean it with a wire wheel, and then you do your hat pass with 60-10 as well. That's why it's fast freeze rod. You do a hat pass with 60-10, you're gonna be done with the pipe faster instead of doing it with 70-18. So that's what we're gonna be doing different in this video. I don't think anybody have when I was going to school, nobody told me that you can do a hot pass with 60-10. A lot of people probably know that, or you're in the field, they're like, yeah, that's what they do, but you don't know that. So that's what we're doing here. We're gonna do 4 tacks here, and then I had the root with 60-10, hat pass with 60-10, and then we're gonna cap it with 70-18. All these 3 process we're gonna do at 90 amps. We're never gonna change the temperature on the machine. We're gonna leave it at 90, and the reason is because if you get to work in the field, you'll find out. If you have the machine close by, it's cool. You can change your amperage, but if not, then you're not gonna be able to be changing the amperage. That's another thing I learned too. That's why they do a tight gap, because when you do a tight gap, you can put more heat, because Um, if you're doing downhill, that's another thing too. With 60-10, you can go downhill or uphill. Um, I didn't know that, and when you doing downhill with 60-10, you can have a little more amperage, and it's okay because just basically dragging it down. And also a lot of people that do that going with route downhill is pipeliners. I went to the pipeline and I saw pipeliners doing downhill 60-10 all the time. I know American Welding Society, when I went to school, they teach you that you weld up all the time. But I mean, I don't know if the Wellness Society is okay with that or not. Maybe nobody cares, but that's how a lot of people do it in the field or pipeline. They do 60-10 downhill, hat pass downhill, everything's downhill. I mean, it's faster. Like in the pipeline, they don't use 70-18. They only use 60-10 for the root, and they use a rod called 80-10 for the hat pass and 80-10 for the cap, which is pretty much like 60-10, just probably more strength. That's how they do it. So that's what we're doing here. Right now we're doing a hat pass. Already done with the root, and you can see you see how it looks. We just grind it a little bit on the ends, do a little landing, and we grab another rod, another 60-10, and there we go. Start burning that rod. I like to do a little bit of whip and side to side motion, so you can feel pretty much with the 60-10. You're pretty much doing the same thing with 70-18. You're doing a half pass to make it almost flush. So when you get to do the cap, it's almost flush. So it's easier just to do the cover pass with 70-18, and that's how you do it. Yeah, you just go downhill, and after you're done with one rod, you just do a little landing for the next one, and that's all. It's way faster than doing 70-18 hat pass. And then after you're done doing the hot pass, you just got a wire wheel, and then you just clean it, and it's ready to go, ready for you to put a 70-18 cap. So that's what we're gonna do after this. We're gonna clean it real good. You'll see how it looks. It looks pretty good. It was almost flush, pretty much flush. So we do our 70-18 cap. It's gonna be no problem. So you saw the machine again. It's set at 90 amps, which we haven't changed. And now we're gonna do our cap with 70-18, 3/32, 90 amps, and it should go smooth. And I did a couple pipes with 60-10, 70-18 hot pass and 70-18 cap, and then I did a couple with 60-10 hot pass and 70-18 cap, and I cut some coupons to bend, and they all came out good. So it's almost the same, I think. There's no advantages of doing, or maybe there is. Well, besides finishing the pipe faster instead of doing 70-18 hot pass. I mean, I don't know. The Welding Society knows about this, or it's up to the site. When you get to a job site, they tell you what kind of welding process they prefer or they have you do. But according to Welding Society, American Welding Society, they're supposed to do 60-10 root, 70-18 hot pass, and 70-18 cap. But you get out of school and then you're trying to do that, and they're like, "What are you doing?" "Well, welding this pipe." I'm like, "No, man. You're supposed to do you root with 60-10 and hat pass with 60-10. You're like, damn. And then they tell you to do it downhill too. Do you root with going downhill too, so you can finish faster, which is faster instead of key hauling going uphill. It's faster. And that was the video of today. Right now we're gonna about to finish doing our cap on this pipe. Just doing a slow motion for you welders out there. It's tough. You go to school, which is good. I mean, a lot of people learn the field, which is good too. You get to know how other welders weld, or how the client want you to weld. And it's not easy, but it's nice. It's nice to be welding. Work with your hands. Get dirty. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys. So that's it for this video. We're just gonna finish up doing this cap in slow motion. Probably gonna take a couple of minutes. This is a slow welder over here welding that pipe. Taking forever. That's why he's doing a hat pass with 60-10. Because otherwise it will take a lot of hours. But yeah, guys. So this video was about making a root, a 6-inch pipe, Schedule 40 with 60-10, 1/8 60-10 root, and 1/8 60-10 hot pass. And then we're finishing up by doing the cap with the 7018 Excalibur, Lincoln Excalibur cap, which we're doing right now. It's just that it's slow motion, so it's gonna be a while. Oh, and also we set the machine 90 degrees. Nah, it's not a microwave. 90 amps. We never changed the temperature in the machine. It always stay at 90 amps for the root, 90 amps for the hat pass, and 90 amps for the cap. And the way we got away with the root, a lot of people might say, "Damn, that's hot for the root." Is we use a blade as a separator, so it was a tight gap. When you're doing a tight gap, you can go downhill 90 degrees, no problem. Even sometimes you have to push the rod, because it might close on you. But it's okay, you just push it and you can feel it going in and make that sound. That's how. Because when I got to school and went work in the field, I always like to use a 30-second gap, which, I mean, it's okay gap. A lot of people, they teach in school that if you can weld 1/8 gap, you can weld any gap. But 1/8 gap, it's a big gap for stick, anyways. So I always use 30-second gap. And then a co-worker, another welder, he had a more experience. He was using a blade as a spacer. I was like, damn, it's a tight gap. How do you do it? And then he taught me how to do it. Going downhill, setting your machine at 90 degrees. I was going back and forward, changing my amperage, taking a lot of time. So by doing this, you save time and trips to the welding machine, which is good. A lot of companies like to see production, and then if you're next to another welders that been there a while or have more experience than you, like this, they'll do their root. You'll probably do the same time, or probably take you longer. So if you do a 30-second gap, and by the time you're done with your root, you're barely doing your hot pass. The other welder is already done with their hot pass, about to get ready to do a cap, and you're barely doing a hot pass with 7018, taking you forever. you'd be like, damn, that welder is fast. I mean, it could be the reason too. He's probably a fast welder, but this can help you understand like what has going on, like why the helper is faster. Like he could be faster, but if you are doing this versus another welder doing the how the AWS says, 6010 root, 7018 hot pass, and 7018 cap, you're gonna take longer than the other welder that's doing 6010 root, 6010 hot pass, and 7018 cap. So just remember to try before you do in the field or for a company. Set your gap, a tight gap, and set your machine at 90 degrees. Don't change it. Or if you're comfortable 89, 85, because 7018, 75 to 90 amps, 30 seconds, 7018 should be good. A lot of welders like to weld hot, some others like to weld cold. So depending on how hot can you weld, you can set it up 89, 88. Doesn't have to be 90. Me personally, I like to set it at 90, and then do my tight gap for my root, and then do the hot pass at the same temperature and the cap same temperature, and you should be good. We're about to finish here with the cap. This welder's taking forever. You're fired. Get out of here. He's good. He's a good welder. Still learning. He's still in the process of learning. He's still a baby, but he's learning fast. I can see a lot of potential. Yeah, guys. So this is the video today. Hope you like. Subscribe to the channel. Put a bunch of likes. You can make a lot of money. And we're gonna put more videos as we move forward, or try to make videos, because people, this vato has to eat, have to work. But when there are always chances to make videos that I think can help people out there. And that's it for today. This is Captain Manny, and we'll see you another video. Hopefully we get a good call for a good job. Can teach you more stuff. All right, that's it.